Hello everyone, my name is Petro and in this video I'm going to be showing you a soldering station from Parkside. You can get one of them from Lidl, which is the cheapest place you can get them. If you were to buy this one online from eBay or Amazon or some other retailer that actually has storage of them, they would be more expensive. For some reason Lidl manages to sell this considerably way more cheaper than any other retailer. This is the box itself. So what I'm going to be doing first is showing you the outer box, and then of course show you the box in the product itself within the box. I paid for this one £9.99, so technically 10. Now for a soldering iron, that's very cheap. I have a different one which I have here, which I believe I paid £15 with it for this one, and I bought from eBay. And if I were to compare that one compared to this one, and I'm telling you, the box is really heavy, so I'm not entirely sure how the product looks like or feels, but I can tell you straight away that the Parkside that is £9.99 compared to this generic non-branded one that's between 10 and up to 15 depending on the accessories you get with it, is definitely, this one definitely looks better. So if I leave this on the side and then we get to the box itself. So this is the box. I'm just going to show you really quickly, so you should be able just to visualize the size of the box. And if I zoom in, you can see how the product will look like once outside of the box. So you get some information here, then you get some accessories that come with it. It does say that it operates at 48 watts. It has a temperature between 100 and 500 Celsius. That will be the front information. Now if I go on the side, or to zoom in here, the cable itself that goes to the plug socket on the wall is roughly, it says approximately 2 meters. So it's not necessarily 2 meters, but it's roughly around that size. And of course some other technical information here. If I were to zoom out, so we saw the front, I mean the top, we saw this side. It does come with a 3-year warranty. So you're paying £10 for a soldering station from Parkside and you get 3-year warranty. And if I were to zoom here, again, some information if you would like to read it. And on the other side, zoom in again, some other information about the product itself. And I believe those are the sides. Should be able to see that. And then at the bottom, and that's the information on the box itself. The box itself is heavy. There's no line at all, it's heavy. The way to open this one would be where the sticker is, so if I can pull this out easily, I'll try. It does come out easily. And then just open it. So what do we get inside the box? So you get a manual, and of course it has all the information you need, which will explain to you how to use it. So if I leave that on the side, if I get the product out, it's heavy. I mean, for £10 I wouldn't expect this to be this heavy. So this is the product itself. So this would be the soldering iron. It definitely feels premium, I can tell you that. So if I were to take that off, let me see, yeah. Now this one, there is a gap there, and you should be able to put that in there, I believe. Yeah, So that goes in there, and that's where you will be putting the soldering iron itself. So it will stay there. So what we have here is the soldering iron itself, and I believe it comes with some tips, if I'm not wrong, but we should be able to find that out. The cable is quite lengthy, but again, you don't need this to be very lengthy. But it does feel like a good quality for £10. There is a lot of product here, I can tell you that. And the actual build for it is very useful. Now if I were to zoom in, now here you'll be able to put that small sponge after you wet it, which is on the top, which I'll show you in a second. But let me just show you some information here. So you get the on and off button at the front, which I believe this illuminates, and then of course you get the rotating, the adjustable temperature area. Which has the numbers from 1 till 5, which goes 100 degrees, 200 degrees, 300 degrees, 400 degrees, and the 5 indicates the 500, which was the minimum, which is 1, is the 100. And if I were to zoom out, then of course you get the cable, but let me show you how you can see it from the side. Now this small bit here, and the nice thing with this one is that after you have used it, you can put all the pieces back in this area here, in this storage, a small storage area here. This is a small sponge that comes with it, which you put there. You'll wet it, and when you would like to clean the tip after you have used it. So let me just put that there. And of course you get too small of the too small soldering material. So here there are small of them. They are very small, but they come with it, and of course they sit in that area. Now if I were to zoom in here, you get two tips. You get the tip that comes with it, and then you get a small flat head tip that comes with it as well. And these ones are screw-in tips, and of course they have two holes. So if you were to get another one, you should be able to put it there. So everything is in one place. So if you were to use, if you would like to put everything back in place again, then you put the sponge back in there, then close a small area. That's it's very useful to have one in place. So even if you move it around, shake it, stuff doesn't fall out. Now the only thing to consider here is that the tips, they are screw-in tips. So they are not the normal ones, which I'll show you now how the normal ones look like. I mean the most universal ones. So the other soldering iron I have, if I were to open this one, the tips will look like that usually. And then of course you get different ones. So you need to bear in mind that with the Parkside you need to buy the versions that are the screw-in ones. But yeah, for £10 you are getting definitely a really good quality product. You get the temperature for this one is between 100 and 500. Everything seems to be in a nice place. It's very solid and sturdy compared to the other one. But again, most of the cheap ones, you'll be getting something like that. Which again, every time I use this one, I don't feel like it's very safe to use. Like if something goes wrong, again, you wouldn't feel safe using one of them. But again, if you have a very small budget, you're kind of forced to use something product, something on that line, I guess. But you can see this is $9.99, and it definitely looks very professional compared to something like that. So I'll leave this on the side. And the other thing with the cheap ones is they have the adjustable temperature here. So every time you use it, there is a possibility that you might be moving this around. And this one here, it goes from, I believe, 100 to 450. If I'm able to see. But again, you can tell that it's very thin. You do get the feeling like at some point something will go wrong with this one. And every time I use it, I can actually feel the heat going closer and closer from this metal area to the plastic. Whereas if I were to compare the two, just by looking at it, you can tell the difference straight away. That this is a very strong plastic, where this one feels like the plastic is very soft. You can definitely tell that this one is definitely safer than using one of the generic non-branded cheap ones that you can get online. But yeah, this is the Parkside soldering station. What you get with it is the station itself, the soldering iron that comes with it. You get a small sponge. Of course, you're gonna buy this online. They tend to be cheap; they're not that expensive. And then the actual wire material itself that does the connections. Again, I'm not entirely sure if you can buy similar ones online that you'll be able to put in that place there, or you're going to buy something else and then put it in one of those reels and then put it back there. So the only thing I would advise looking before buying one of them is making sure you're able to get tips that are screw-in tips, like this one I'm showing here. But yeah, this is as simple as that. The product itself is very solid, very sturdy. For $9.99, I would, without a shadow of a doubt, I would buy this one. Definitely, I won't be using this again. You can tell the difference. I mean, just by looking at them, you can tell the difference that this is definitely more safer to use than this one. Whereas with this one, I don't even know what the actual warranty is. And if something were to go wrong with this one, then of course you'll go back to Lidl or where you bought it from, and then have the discussion with them that it's not working. But let me just show you. This is how it would look in the front. This is the side. But yeah, it's definitely heavy. Very easily to guide around. You get two switches, one to turn it off and one to turn it on. And then of course the temperature you would like to put. Now I haven't tested this one how quick it would be, but again, most of them they would take anywhere between 20 seconds up to a minute for them to warm up. So that's what you should expect in that price range. But yeah, that's it pretty much. This is $9.99. I got this one from Lidl. Again, you can buy it online from eBay or Amazon. But I believe it's going to be slightly more expensive than what Lidl is selling it for. But just the quality of it for what you're paying for. Again, I don't know. I have had other products in the past from Parkside. I'll be doing some more videos about other Parkside products, but they seem to be of good quality, and their prices are very cheap. I don't know how Lidl is managing to sell them at such a low price compared to similar products that are unbranded and are towards that line of price. And of course, you get 3-year warranty with them. So even if it goes wrong, I mean, for 3 years, you can't go wrong. This is it pretty much. Let me just show you the box once again. So this is the box, and this is the product itself. It does look nice. It does look nice and professional. And this is what you'll be getting. Thank you guys for watching the video. Do press that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more content. and until next time, stay safe and take care.